Right. I think that Blue's Clues is a very adorable franchise. I would go as far as to consider it one of the most adorable franchises that I've ever seen. And I think Blue's Clues has that kind of appeal where I think it's kind of meant more for kids, but I think also adults who grew up with it, I think it has still has an appeal for them too. And I think that parents can admire it and respect it for how sweet it is. Because it's understandable that parents would get concerned about the kind of things the kids watch and some of the things that the kids really like. Some of them have some content that can be questionable. Some parents have different rules about what the kids can watch. I think Blue's Clues is one of those really safe franchises. It's pretty much as wholesome as a franchise could be. The characters are kind, they're inviting, and they have good lessons, and they give lessons in the form of a game, so it doesn't really feel like uh the kids are being forced a lesson, because that was something that kind of bothered me as a kid, having characters directly talk to me and try to give me lessons. But I feel like in Blue's Clues they kind of play it as the game, so you're trying to find these clues, and you can maybe learn some good lessons about how to be there for your friends, even if you're doing something, because there'll be times where Steve, or I believe Joe or Josh, they're trying to find Blue's Clues, but they see a friend that needs help, so uh, they'll help the friend first, and then they'll go back to the game, and they'll still do the game, but it's important to help those in need. So I think there's things like that that you can learn from Blue's Clues, but it doesn't feel like it's that the lessons are being forced upon people. I feel like it's kind of done in a more subtle, respectful way. And not to say that shows where characters talk to audiences that they're bad. I love the He-Man cartoons, and I think they are great. Just those parts where they talk to the audience. Like as a kid, it's like I don't really know how I feel about that. I think it's great to have shows that can kind of give lessons without really being forced. And yes, the characters talk in Blue's Clues talk to audience all the time, but it feels like in this really great way, like where they treat us like friends. It's just very sweet and uplifting, and doesn't feel, even though they are talking to the audience, it feels like it's done in a fun way, not in a boring way or like a way it's trying to force lessons to people. So I think Blue's Clues just has so much heart and it does so much good, and Blue is so adorable and just wonderful, and the characters are just delightful, and they're just great to watch, and they're so pleasant and likable and sweet and cozy and cute and just everything character should be. So Blue's Clues is delightful and adorable and wonderful.